on the CBS Wednesday night movies. He's been resting in a cryonic deep freeze for 10 years.
Emergency.
Then a mistake-turned miracle brought him back to life.
They're going to give my son back to me.
He's alive.
Pleasure doesn't have to be cold-blooded.
Yet something human is missing.
But that's how I like it.
Michael Beck, Laura Johnson, Beatrice Straight, and Paul Sorvino star in this icy tale of terror and betrayal. A nightmare born of 20th century technology.
I gave him life a second time.
sChiller, next.
Cryonics is the science that places a body in a frozen state until such time as the illness or condition that terminated its life force can be medically treated. Thus far, no human being has returned from a cryonic suspension. Until tonight.
that you? Hayes. Very funny. You're late.
Dead battery. How are the guests?
Same. That's what I love about them. Never complain.
They're saying that they might try to bring one of them back.
One of these? Don't hold your breath. I've been hearing that ever since I've been here. See, the trick ain't freezing them, it's thawing them. So there they sit, all frozen at death, waiting for some miracle cure, all paying that monthly rent. Biggest game in town. See ya.
Take her easy. What's going on here? Oh my God. This is Hayes. Get me the supervisor, quick. Emergency. Sir, we got a malfunction on one of Strickland's cylinders. Number 59. I don't know how long. The alarm didn't go off. It's up 159. It's too late to put him in the backup unit. He's thawing fast.
Rectory? No, he's asleep. It's after midnight. Could you call back in the morning? Oh, yes, Mrs. Craven. Just hold on 1 minute. Reverend Penny? Reverend Penny?
Yes?
I'm sorry to wake you. There's a call for you in the rectory. It's Mrs. Creighton. She says it's urgent.
Felix, here.
Mary.
So
What is this? What's going on?
A miracle. Felix, there is going to be a miracle, and I wanted you to be with me.
What are you talking about?
They're going to give my son back to me.
What?
Yes.
Marion, he's been dead for almost 10 years.
No, Felix. Not dead. Asleep.
Asleep.
Yes.
I was there the night he died. I conducted the funeral.
Excuse me, Mrs. Creighton?
Yes?
Would you sign this, please?
What is it?
Consent for surgery. Right here, please.
Yes.
I don't understand. Consent for whom?
Her son.
Thank you. Yes.
Is this our patient? Mm-hmm. A massive circumscribed lesion in the mid-portion of the liver. Tumor blush. Don't show any signs of metastasis. The whole organ's definitely involved. It's remarkable. This guy should be dead.
He is. Complete liver failure. Hepatic coma. We tried a transplant, but we couldn't stop the subsequent rejection.
Rejection? With cyclosporin?
We didn't have cyclosporin 10 years ago.
10 years.
Dr. Strickland,
Yes.
we're at minus 32.
Thank you. We're coming.
Wait, Phil. What's going on here?
When I knew it was hopeless, I told the patient's mother. She was devastated. She begged, pleaded with me to save him. I was helpless.
Go on.
Well, desperate people do desperate things. Are you familiar with cryonic suspension?
Well, I know what it is, but I've never... Phil, do you mean to tell me that this guy is...
Frozen. Frozen. It was our only alternative. Since we couldn't treat him at the time, his mother wanted to save him until we could.
And you're going to try and bring him back?
We have no choice. The cylinders failed. He's thawing.
But this is all theory. Nobody's ever done a retrieval.
Nobody ever had the chance.
Look, even if we could, we'd have to redo the transplant. We'd need a liver.
We have one. Glenn, help me. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Wait a minute, Phil, what if we fail? Have you considered the consequences?
What consequences? The patient's already dead.
Then the funeral, the burial. This was all a sham. Marion, all this time, why didn't you tell someone? Why didn't you tell me?
I was afraid. It was such a radical thing to do. I didn't know how people would react or if they'd understand. Felix, Miles is my son. He's my life. He's all I have.
Mrs. Creighton?
Yes?
I'm Dr. Collier, the surgeon.
Felix Penny, her minister.
Where's Dr. Strickland?
He's prepping right now. Look, Mrs. Creighton, I don't know exactly what you've been told, but I just wanted to make sure you understand the reality of what we're dealing with here. Look, I just want you to know this is all very theoretical.
I have faith, Doctor. God wouldn't have brought us this far to let us down.
Just so you know, this is going to be a long night.
I've been waiting for 10 years. Felix, I'm going to the chapel.
Doctor, is this possible? Can you now restore life?
Some seem to think so.
And what will it be?
I don't know, Reverend. Maybe that's a question I should ask you. You ready? Scalpel. Suture.
Nice work.
Ready? Clear. Flatline. Again. Flatline. Charging. Flatline. Damn it, again! Clear. Flatline. Charging again. Clear.
Felix, this really is the age of miracles. Isn't it?
Yes, I'm sure it is. It's just that it's a different kind of miracle than I am trained to understand.
He's alive.
Six weeks ago, a team of specialists at County General Hospital succeeded in the historic retrieval of a patient from cryonic suspension. Today, in a follow-up, Dr. Phyllis Strickland, who heads the project, told reporters that although the patient has been stabilized, he is still in a coma and remains in a special intensive care unit on life support systems. His condition is described as tenuous. The hospital again declined to reveal the name of the patient at the request of the family to protect their privacy.
Hi, Stacy. Hi. Is it all right to go in?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks. Hi, Marion.
Stacy, sweetheart.
How is he?
The same.
Mrs. Creighton, the hospital administrator would like to see you.
Henry?
Marion.
Bill, Glenn. You wanted to see me?
Yes, Marion, please sit down.
Thank you.
You look very tired. May I get you something?
No, thank you.
Marion, I've been conferring with Dr. Strickland and Dr. Collier about your son. It's been 6 weeks now, and as you can see, there's been no improvement. Now, we've gone over this report very, very carefully. What I'm about to suggest doesn't come without a great deal of soul searching.
What?
Termination of the life support system.
Henry, you can't be serious. He's alive.
He's functioning, Mrs. Creighton. That's all.
Then there is hope.
Marion, it was a desperate attempt, and you knew it. There were no guarantees.
I don't understand. It was a miracle. You said so yourself. Now you're telling me that we failed?
What we have done is extraordinary. But apparently, it's not enough.
Then we'll do more.
There is no more.
There must be more. It's a question of money or equipment or...
We're not God, Marion. We can't give him the will to live.
So close, it's so close. We must have some more time.
Marion, please listen.
Listen to me. I want to hold on to him for a little while longer. Even if it's like this.
Cooper, your turn to give 507 his massage.
Me?
I did it last night.
But he's so cold.
right. I'm sorry. I was just outside. I heard sounds, so I just came in to see what's going on.
Would you check the patient for me, please? Just check the patient.
Hey, it looks like he's awake. Hey.
Check his eyes. Do they look normal to you?
Yeah, they look all right to me.
I don't. That was really...
Dr. Collier!
Mrs. Craven. Oh. Come on. You're going to be very happy. Please, excuse us. Excuse us, pardon. Excuse me, doctor. I'm ready.
Congratulations.
He's hungry.
Oh.
Still needs a good dusting. Oh. That's lovely. We'll put that in the dining room. We haven't got much time.
Marion, they're coming.
Everything's ready upstairs. Careful. Welcome home. My son. My son. Oh. Oh. Look who's here, Miles. You remember Mr. Hanna?
It's a miracle, Mr. Miles. A miracle. I got a surprise for you. Guess who's still here?
Hap! What's the matter with you? I think we'd better go in the house.
Wonderful, Mary. Absolutely wonderful.
Let me get you some more.
Oh, no, please.
Don't be bashful. We have plenty of prime ribs. Miles loves them.
Marion, no, please. I would love to, but I simply must not overdo it. Oh.
Hi, Marion.
Hello,
Hi, Mr.
Stacy.
Bissell.
Hello, Stacy.
Is there anything left for dinner?
Elizabeth has kept it hot in the kitchen.
Oh, thanks. Bye.
Gosh, she's certainly grown into a lovely young woman. I remember when you had doubts about becoming her guardian.
She's been a godsend. I was so lonely without Miles. Excuse me. I think I'd better go out and check.
Marion, sit down. You just checked on him. He will be fine for 5 more minutes.
Clarence, it's so wonderful to have him back. Home again.
I know. It's written all over your face. But now, what are your plans for him?
Well, truthfully, that's why I asked you over. To tell you. I want him to return to the company.
Well, he should.
Really?
Absolutely. His father would have expected it.
Oh, Clarence, I am so happy that you feel that way. You've been such a help to me in managing things. I was afraid that you might resent it.
Oh, Marion, it's his. And we need new blood in the company.
You're not going to leave.
No, heavens, no. I will be right there peering over his shoulder, keeping an eye on everything.
Oh. Dessert?
You are determined, aren't you? Oh.
Yes. To you.
To Miles. Miles? Miles? I just wanted to say good night, son. Good night. I didn't want to disturb you. I realize you have a lot of catching up to do. Your mother tells me you're coming back to the company. That's the plan. Well, fine. That's fine. If there's anything I can do. You're still at the company. Yes, of course. And what exactly is it you do there now? What is it Well, I've been looking out for the family's interests ever since you... Well, you've been gone. But now I'm back.
Morning, dear.
Morning, Marion.
Hap? Come on, boy. Happy? Happy? Hap?
Mr. Hannah, where's Hap?
You don't want to go in there, Miss Stacy.
What's wrong?
He's dead.
No.
Some animal got to him.
Hi, Angel.
Hi.
I tried to call you last night.
I went to the gym.
Oh, what a waste. You could have worked out at my place. Hey, what's he like?
I don't know. Quiet. Kind of strange.
Strange? What do you mean strange?
Middle of June, and he's had me turn the heat up twice.
Yes?
Mr. Creighton, they're here for the staff meeting.
All right. Did you tell maintenance to turn up the heat?
Yes, sir, I did.
It's still cold in here.
I'll call them again.
Send them in.
You can go in now.
So, in addition to last quarter's profits, we were up again by almost 2 points, giving us a total for the year of 5%. Now, including that, with the last 9 years' profits, it gives us an overall annual average of 6%. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our report, and I think you'll all agree that in these serious economic times, this is very, very good. Miles?
I think it's pitiful.
What's this? Donations, contributions? Burns Center County Hospital, West Side Fellowship Church. And let's see, a dozen more. I ask you, how can you justify this?
Well, Miles...
Mr. Creighton, I'm sure we'd all like to see the company more profitable.
And you are?
Lee Kenyon.
Advertising and PR, Miles.
But don't you agree that we also need some sort of serviceable public image?
The marketplace is cold-blooded, Ms. Kenyon. It doesn't care.
I disagree. Most of the large corporations have specific budgets for charitable works.
Charity does not increase sales. It's non-profit.
Mr. Creighton, You've been gone a long time. We've put a lot of effort in this company. We've come up with a plan that we feel is pretty successful. Now, if you have something to add to that, something to improve upon that plan, I am sure we would all like to hear it.
Would you now? Efficiency, Ms. Kenyon. Efficiency. I'm going to take a hard, concise look at everything around here. Whatever I find that isn't working, that's obsolete or useless to me, I intend to eliminate. Do I make myself clear? Good. Are there any further comments? Good. Beeson, you stay.
Oh.
I don't know what to do about it. Hold on a sec. Mr. Beeson? Mr. Beeson, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
He fired you? Of course, there must be some mistake. Miles wouldn't have... Yes, of course, I'll talk to him. Clarence, please get a hold of yourself. Yes. All right, yes, I will. Goodbye.
Miles! Miles, please, I've got to talk to you.
You're drunk.
Oh, no. I've just had a couple. Miles, please don't do this. Miles, if I've done something wrong, please tell me what it is. I'm sure we can straighten it out. Miles, I was your father's best friend. I helped found this company. Miles! Miles! Please give me a chance. Talk to me. Miles! Miles, please! If you want to run the whole show, fine. I have no problem with that. Miles! Miles, please. Just let me stay till the end of the year. Till retirement, that's all. Miles, please. For God's sake, let me keep my dignity.
Dignity? Is that what you want? Well, come here, let's talk about it.
I can't.
Of course you can.
I can't!
Very well, then.
No, wait. They're coming. Wow. Wait. Come on. Yes.
Hurry up, I've got things to do.
Miles, wait. Please, Miles, please wait. anything.
Now where's your dignity?
Why are you doing this to me?
Simple. I don't need you anymore.
Oh.
Miles? 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 What's the matter? Son, are you all right?
Fine, Mother. I'm just cold.
Why, it's burning up in here. Miles, what is the matter? I tried to reach you all day. Where were you?
Busy.
Clarence called me. He said that you had fired him. Why?
We don't need him.
We owe him
For what?
for past services.
Mother, he was paid.
I don't mean that. I'm talking about his loyalty, about his friendship.
All right, Mother. You tell me. What do you want me to do?
I want you to rehire Clarence. I want you to tell him it was all a mistake.
Certainly, Mother.
You mean it? First thing tomorrow.
First thing tomorrow.
I knew you would.
Oh, good evening, Stacy.
Hi.
How was the party?
Fine.
Stacy, is anything the matter?
Nothing. It's just a little strange coming home and not having our dog here. We really miss him, don't we, Miles?
Yes, we do, Stacy. That's what I heard, Mother. One of the security guards found him early this morning. I'm sorry, too, Mother. Hold on a second. Yes?
Miss Kenyon to see you.
Send her in. Mother, I have to go now. I'll talk to you about it later.
My reports. I just wanted to tell you how deeply sorry I am about Mr. Beeson.
So am I.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's very interesting. I'd like to read it and discuss it with you.
All right.
Over drinks. Well, I see that you made it.
Sorry I'm late. I stopped by the funeral home.
What do you have?
I don't know. What are you having?
Cognac. Keeps you warm.
No, thanks. Frozen daiquiri, please.
I read your report. You're pretty good, aren't you?
I try.
I'm going to let you in on something. I'm about to make some changes at the company. Fill in the recent vacancy. You involved, Miss Kenyon?
No, I'm not. Why?
I'm looking for someone who can work outside the office. Flexible hours, that sort of thing.
What exactly will this job entail?
It's a new position. It answers only to me. And the pay is quite handsome.
This position, will it include stock options?
Certainly.
Choice of cars?
Whatever you want.
Better office?
I see your interest.
Well, Mr. Creighton.
Miles.
Miles, I'd certainly like to discuss it with you further.
I have a room in this hotel.
It's not even so.
Don't play Miss Indignant with me. You sell it just like the rest. It's only your price we haven't established.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you what you can do with your job.
Roommate 17.
Do you even like me?
What's that got to do with it?
You win.
That's what it's all about.
Like you said, business is cold-blooded.
This goes beyond business. This is pleasure.
Pleasure doesn't have to be cold-blooded.
But that's how I like it.
Yes, Mrs. Butcher. I don't understand this. Miss Kenyon?
Yes?
I'm Reverend Penny. I'm here on behalf of the West Side Fellowship Church. We have received this pledge card, and I'm afraid there's been some mistake.
How so?
Well, it's been canceled.
There's no mistake.
I don't understand. The family has always been so generous. We've come to rely heavily on their gift to run the church.
I'm sorry, Reverend. The company's changed its policy. All donations have been terminated.
Is this the family's decision?
Miles Creighton's.
All right. I think I'd better speak to him.
You're wasting your time. He won't see you. That's why you were sent to me. I'm sorry, Reverend. I wish there was something I can do, but I'm leaving.
Good Lord. Who did this to you? Have you called the authorities?
No! Please, for God's sake, no. You don't know what he is.
Marion.
Felix, how are you?
Do you know about this?
Oh, it's our pledge. There must be some mistake.
There's no mistake.
I'm sure there is. I'll talk to Miles.
Have you been to the office?
No, why?
They're all terrified.
What?
Miles.
Miles? That's ridiculous. You know what he's like.
I know what he was like. He's not the same.
Felix, it's been 10 years. It's a new world he has to adjust.
Do you know that he fired Clarence Beeson?
That was a mistake.
There's a young woman in his office who has been beaten up. That is no mistake.
Did she say it was Miles?
No, she hasn't admitted it.
Well, then you have no proof.
Marion, she is scared to death. Open your eyes.
Felix, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to discredit him?
I am not trying to discredit him. I am trying to get you to see what is going on here.
It's the money. That's what it is, the money.
Marion, you can't believe that. I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned about Stacy. There is something wrong with Miles.
There is nothing wrong with him. Everyone has been amazed at his recovery.
At first I was concerned. Now I am frightened.
I lost my husband and my son. Everything I loved was taken from me. You've never been a parent, Felix. You don't know how terrible it is to outlive your children.
But you have Stacy here and now.
And Miles. He's my own flesh and blood. I brought him back. I gave him life a second time. He's my son.
Gin.
Hmm?
I said gin.
Hmm?
Well, what's the matter?
Oh.
I've won more games off you tonight than I have for a whole year. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Can I help?
When a man dies, what happens to his soul?
Oh, so that's the problem. Oh, I wish you wouldn't work on your sermon when we're playing cards.
Sorry.
Oh, Reverend, I'm sorry. You're serious.
Yes. When a man dies, what really happens to his soul?
Scripture tells us we pass on to a spiritual life.
But we don't really know that, not in fact.
We don't know the specifics, but it's an act of faith.
Once we had faith that the entire universe revolved around the Earth, but science changed that.
Well, science has never disputed the presence of the soul.
We believe that man is made up of body, mind, and spirit. Now, the body is physical. You can see it. You can touch it. But the spirit, we believe that when someone dies, the soul goes off to paradise, to heaven, to some hereafter. Now suppose that a man died. I mean, really died, not one of those near-death experiences. And suppose that, in fact, he was buried for 10 years. And after that time, somehow was reanimated, brought back to life. If the body and the mind functioned, then he would technically be alive. But what about the soul? Would the soul be required to rejoin the body? Or would it remain on the other side?
I don't know. I never questioned it. I would hope the spirit would rejoin, or you'd have something cold, unemotional, without conscience, a
monster.
This isn't hypothetical. It's Miles Craven, isn't it?
I'm not sure. But God help us if it's true.
Where are you going?
For a walk.
But it's so late.
Reverend Penny. It's been a long time.
Who are you?
I beg your pardon?
I recognize the face, the voice. But you're not Miles Creighton.
Of course I am. Ask Marion. Who should know a son better than his own mother?
She's blinded by her love.
You're meddling, preacher. What do you want?
To know who you are.
That's not what you want to know. You want to know what's on the other side.
All right. Yes. If you are Miles Creighton, and you really have been called back, then yes, you've seen the other side.
And you want to know what's there. I'll tell you what's on the other side. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You die and there's simply darkness.
That can't be.
No streets of gold. No harps, no halos, no angels and saints. It's all here. So you better live it up, holy man. Make the most of the here and now, because that's all there is.
You're lying.
Why would I lie? Tell me, why would I lie? Now you know. I don't care to ever see you again. Not at my house. Not with my mother. Not with any of us. Do you understand me?
Wait. Wait a minute.
Wait! 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 Let me tell you something. You're a liar. What I believe is true, and will always be true. Open this door! Miles, stop! Stop! Miles! Oh, God, Miles! Stop the car! Don't do this! Ah! Stop the car! Miles! Stop, for God's sake!
Excuse me. Is this the Reverend Penny's room?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, you can't go in, ma'am.
I'm Marion Creighton. Couldn't I look in on him just for a moment?
Well, you can observe him from here.
What happened to him?
We don't know. He's been unconscious since they brought him in.
Is he going to be all?
It's too early to tell. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave now.
Oh.
Please.
Don't let it go. Marion.
All right. All right, just for a moment.
Felix. How did it happen?
It was Miles.
No.
Marion, I understand what happened to him. The body. You revived. Is empty. He has
soul.
No. You're gonna have to leave. Get a doctor, stat. Please.
Excuse me, Mrs. Craven. We're still trying to piece this thing together. Did he say anything that could help us?
No, I'm sorry. No.
Dr. Strickland, report to ICU, stand.
Stacy, get off the boat.
Marion? Elizabeth? Dottie? Marion? Marion? Oh. Miles, I didn't think anyone was here.
Only me.
Where's Marion?
Out.
Where's Elizabeth and Dottie?
I gave them the night off.
Did Marion say when she would be back?
No, she didn't.
I gotta go upstairs and get cleaned up.
Are you frightened of me, Stacy?
No.
Good. There's no reason. Here, come on, sit down.
I don't have the time, Miles.
Sit down, you. You got time for me?
No,
Well, go on.
I don't want any.
It'll warm you up.
I'm warm enough.
Suit yourself. You don't need this.
Miles, please.
You're afraid of me, aren't you?
Yes.
Why?
You're different.
No, Stacy, I'm not different.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not different at all.
Yes, you are. No. Miles! Marion! Miles!
It's all right. It's all right, darling. Stacy,
Darling, I want you to go upstairs.
But Marion...
It's going to be all right. I'll be there in just a few minutes. Go on up. Go on.
What are you looking at, Mother?
I don't know. What am I looking at? I didn't want to believe it, Miles, but now this. I've got to do something.
Do what? Do what, Mother?
Don't, Miles. The police will be looking for you.
Police? Why?
Felix Penny.
He's dead.
No. That's why I was at the hospital. He's there. And so are the police.
Did he tell them what happened?
No. He told me. I had to see for myself.
Mother? Mother? Mother, I know you think I won't come in there. Mother? Mother!
It's all right. I called the police. Everything is all right now.
Where is he?
Where he can't hurt you.
Marion, I was so scared.
Stacy, I'm so sorry. I've been a foolish old woman. I tried to live in the past instead of the present. No one can do that. I only have today. Darling, it's you.
I love you so much, Mary.
And I love you more than anything in the world. There are the police. Stay here. I'll be back. Pizza. There in the freezer.
Is a meat hook?
A gapping hook.
Mr. Craven?
Miles?
Mr. Craven? Is there a light in here?
Yes, right over there on the wall.
Careful. Good. What is it? Get the coroner.
Felix, is there anything I can get you? Anything at all?
Miss Craven.
Tell me. Is he going to make it?
We've done everything we can.
If there is anything.
He's getting the best we have. The rest is up to him.
There must be something that we can do.
I wish there were. We're just not there yet.
Anything.
I'm sorry. Miss Creighton, you know, there is one thing we could do. We could pray.
Yes.
Get me the supervisor, quick. Emergency. We got a pressure malfunction all along Strickland section. It was 33. Maybe more. I don't know. It just happened. Jada, please. Tell Strickland he's got a problem.
We'll meet the macho men of the movies and tell you how to keep your car safe from theft. Tomorrow on the CBS Morning News.
Tomorrow night, Valine's babies are within her grasp. Or are they? Knots Landing, tomorrow night.